we're asked to subtract the given polynomials. So recall that as a tip, we should get in descending order, and then we will put in column form, and then the next step, since this is subtraction, we will take the opposite, and I'll explain what that means in a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to be sure that everything is written in descending order. So on this first polynomial expression, we notice it's written in descending order, so we will just simply rewrite it. Minus 8x cubed plus 4x minus 6. Now the second expression is not in descending order, but we'll fix that. So we see this minus sign sitting outside, so we're going to write it, and then in parentheses we're going to write our polynomial expression in descending order. Negative 2x cubed plus 5x plus 3. Now recall that I said we should take the opposite in the very last step. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to change these subtraction problems into addition problems. So we now have negative 8x cubed plus 4x minus 6. And then we're going to take the opposite sign of everything in the second polynomial expression. A negative times a negative becomes positive, so we will have plus 2x cubed. A negative times a positive is a negative, so we will have minus 5x. And a negative again times a positive is a negative, so negative 3, minus 3. Now we've set this up in column form, so we simply combine like terms going from up and down. Negative 8 plus 2, negative 6. X cubed, remember again, do not change the exponents. 4x minus 5x is negative 1, so negative x. And negative 6 minus 3 happens to be negative 9. So we've simplified this polynomial expression here. We have negative 6x cubed minus x minus 9. So again, we're going to follow the same strategy on the next polynomials. So again, I have 8x cubed minus 7x squared plus x, and then I'm going to subtract, and then in parentheses in descending order, x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3. Again, the top expression will get rewritten just the way it is, 8x cubed minus 7x squared plus x, and then the bottom expression is the one that we will take the opposite of. So we will write this as a minus x cubed, since we're taking the opposite sign, a positive 2x squared, again since we're taking the opposite sign, and a minus 3, which we'll write out here. And recall that we're missing an x term here, so we will write plus a 0x. Now, simplifying, we have 8 minus 1 in this case, which is 7x cubed, minus 7 plus 2, which is a minus 5x squared, x plus 0x, well in this case that's just an x, and then minus 3, since there's nothing to combine it with. So simplifying that expression, we have 7x cubed minus 5x squared plus x minus 3. So now, let's work on our third expression here. Hopefully we won't run out of room. We have x cubed minus 5x squared plus 1. And then I'll just go ahead and take the opposite sign of everything so that we'll have enough room here. A negative times a negative is positive, so we'll say plus 2x cubed Taking the opposite of the 2x squared, we'll have a minus 2x squared. And taking the opposite of a positive 1, we will have a negative 1. So now we've set it up in column form and in descending order. So 1 plus 2 here is a 3, so 3x cubed. Minus 5 minus 2, well that's minus 7x squared. And 1 minus 1 is 0, so this cancels out. So our simplified expression happens to be 3x cubed minus 7x squared.